Check. One. What's going on, y'all? Is this thing on? All right, let's see here. Pause that. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. Great. Let's see here. So what am I talking? Cringy White House Correspondents' Dinner. Michelle Wolf. Sara Huckabee-Sanders.
It's still full of shit.
Uh-oh. Look at her. Yeah, she's kind of cute, you know. She's got a cute little thing going, you know. Whatever. But yeah, so it's interesting that they would have somebody there who would, you know, because remember Wilmore, he was, you know, a supporter of Obama's, and they had him, and it just seemed like, I don't know, they just choosing people who would go against him instead of some people who probably would support him, you know. But anyway, so Michelle Wolf, she was the next one up, and yeah, man, she she did her thing. I mean, I really look, when I heard about it, what was it, Saturday? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the White House thing, and then Trump is speaking somewhere, I didn't know where. And then I was like, all right, so what should I do? Well, I was gonna watch the the rally. It turns out it was in Michigan. I was gonna watch it on YouTube or whatever, but man, I was just so tired at the end of the day. I fell asleep, woke up later. Um, and then I heard about the I guess a few things brewing with the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It wasn't anything at that point. At that point, it was just like, oh, she made some comments, you know. And so I was like, all right, so what do I watch? Do I watch that, or do I watch the uh the rally in Michigan, which was great? You know, I wanted to you know, check in to see if, you know, Trump still had, you know, the Trump element going, you know what I'm saying? Uh so I was looking at that and I was like, man, which one do I pick? So this one was like 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'll just do the 19-minute one. Right. So I watched it, and really and truly, when I first watched it, I didn't see anything that was any different from, like, if you watch late night television. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it wasn't that big a deal. Yeah, she did stay on Sara Huckabee-Sanders, and she was sitting right there, and she had to take it and everything. There was that. But when I first watched it, I had the mindset where I was like, yeah, well, yeah, that's what she does. And then the next day, people were outraged. Seemed like, which was today, Monday. Yeah. So I watched it yesterday, and I watched Trump's rally 3 times. Right, I watched Trump's rally 3 times in toto. He still got it. He still got the mojo, man. He ain't lost a step, dude. He even stopped for like a couple minutes for someone who, I think, they hurt themselves. So he paused for a moment. But yeah, man, he spoke for like an hour and like, what, hour and some change. Um, but back to this Michelle Wolf. I mean, I've seen a lot of comedy, and yeah, there were some cringy parts. I mean, I guess the main one would have been the Sarah Huckabee-Sanders, because I like her, and I don't like people I like feeling like that, having to take that. But at the same time, she's a grown ass woman. But at the same time, I can understand somebody wanting to, go at somebody. But at the same time, you gotta like do your homework on people too. And so I start looking into Michelle Wolf, right? And so I went to the Wikipedia's. I was like, all right, so what's up, Wikipedia's? What's up, Wikipedia? Man, this young lady, she's a smart cookie, dude. She's a pretty. She seemed like she's a pretty smart dude, for real. Just based on what I'm reading from the Wikipedia, I don't know if all of it's true. Any of it's true. Whatever, whatever. Okay, so she's what, 30 something. She said she was 30 something. Hershey, Pennsylvania. So she's from the crib. She's from well, not the crib, but like the my birthplace. She's from Pennsylvania. She's on a track team. Triple jump, high jump. So she's athletic. Look at her. You can see her, dude. She looks like hey, looking like a what was it called? A grown up Annie. She kind of does look like that. But look at this. Look at this. She majored in kinesiology. Okay, so kinesiology. That's the what's that? Science of movement, biomechanics, orthopedics, and whatnot. That's cool. Um, she's not party much. She worked in cardiovascular physiology lab where she like mess with rats and stuff. Okay, so she's a little bookworm, and that's part of what I'm getting at. After she was employed at Bear Stearns 07, 08, and then J.P. Morgan Chase, bounced around a little bit, and then you see she's making a move in 2014, right? On late night appearances, late night with Seth Meyers, Grown Up Annie, comedy. She's going into comedy. So her background, if you look at her, like what she studied, what she did, she stayed busy. Um, she kept her mind busy, and so that tells me she had a lot of alone time. Um, which also tells me, based on what I'm seeing here, she's working with numbers a lot, and she's working with situations, movement. So basically, this young lady is a technician, and that's the interesting thing about being a scientist, because my major was biology, and my minor was in chemistry. Is that you you spend a lot of time just thinking about stuff too, especially you in a lab. You got a lot of numbers to deal with. You got a lot of equipment. You kind of have to pay attention. So I'm guessing that, based on what she said about her youth, that I just picked up. She said, she was voted most likely to be a clown or something like that. She had that, and then she mixed in the technician part, and then out comes comedy. You know, um, 3 or 4 years later. So it's not, I'm not surprised. Um, I like to. She's probably good off the cuff too. Um, I think typically what happens is, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Especially the more you think about different situations, and then you have to put something together into a comedy routine. It's like um you basically it's all practice. It's like you're a pianist or a guitar player. You just all practice. And I'm pretty sure she talks. She talks a lot probably. Anyway, so so she's a technician. So why is that important? So I just wanted to like play the part of the the speech that she had. I want to play it because you'll see pretty soon what I'm talking about. So let's which one is that? Okay, yeah, I think I have it started at the correct place. Well, make sure it's not too loud.
And of course, we have Sara Huckabee-Sanders. We are graced with Sara's presence tonight. I have to say, I'm a little starstruck. I love you as Aunt Lydia on The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay, okay, okay. So she came out on Twitter and was like, "Nah, man, I wasn't talking about her looks." Raw. Okay, so yeah, that wasn't that was definitely about the looks. Um, and I even had to go look up who Aunt Lydia was. I didn't know who Aunt Lydia. I thought I was looking up Aunt Liddy. You know what I'm saying? I was say, who's Aunt Liddy? I know who Aunt Liddy is. There you go. It's Aunt Liddy from The Handmaid's Tale. So, um, that was a that was kind of a like a little bit of a slight. Like I said, she's a technician. That's what she does. So, all right, you got that. You got it. You got me. You got me. All right. Well, let's keep it going.
Mike Pence, if you haven't seen it, you would love it. Every time Sara steps up to the podium, I get excited because I'm not really sure what we're going to get. A press briefing, a bunch of lies, or divided into softball teams.
Okay,
It's
boom.
shirts and skins, and this time don't be such a little bitch, Jim Acosta.
Okay, so now she's talking like, uh, softball. I don't know. Did Sarah Huckabee did she play softball? I don't know. I mean, if she did, then I could see how she could come to that. So I'm gonna look up Sarah Huckabee. 'Cause I don't really know everything about everybody. And I hope that's the other thing. I was like, I wanted to make sure I got people's names spelled right. Okay, so Sarah Huckabee Sanders. So she probably played everything. She's uh student body president, active in Republican organizations, graduating in 2004. Okay. Personal life. She was the campaign's director, hired as a media consultant, married. Oh man, 80 Bryant. I don't see anything in here. Maybe she did better research than I did, but I don't see anywhere where they said that she was I guess I should be screen sharing this this what you call too, this Sarah Huckabee-Sanders Wikipedia page, right? My bad. Yeah, I'm looking through here, man, and I don't see anything about her being on the softball team. She may have mentioned it. Jumping ropes, sitting at the kitchen table, political commentators analyze poll results. She was spoiled at times, but her parents worked hard to instill good work ethic. Uh, yeah, because I don't wanna like jump on Michelle for making fun of her looks more than necessary, but you know that was all that could also be seen as like a technician move, like just inserting the softball thing in there because um hey, I'm not talking about my softball players. My Tar Heel softball players all sexy, all of them. Um, so say what you want about softball players, man. I done seen some nice ones out there. So I think what she's referring to is maybe some of them. Some of the better ones. Like look if you look at baseball, man. Some of the better hitters that are more consistent are probably bigger, and you get some of these young ladies who have maybe a little bigger size who can just like smack that ball out of there, man. You find your groove and your niche, man. You're gonna be good at it. Of course, you're gonna go in. Just like sometimes, a lot of times you see these young ladies who go who play volleyball. Who, if you tall and you can like spike that ball, then it's all good, baby. And then you got shorter ones who play volleyball, who probably defensive specialists or whatever. Um, So I think there she was probably going for an archetype or a type. You know what I'm saying? So again, yeah, she was kind of like taking a swat at her looks, and when you're in a thing like that, I don't know, man. But you know what? Hey, now everybody's talking about her. You know what I'm saying? She's got her thing now. What's her name? The redhead woman. I forget her name. She's the one who held up the Donald Trump head thing. Anyway, she's back out there.
I actually really like Sarah. I think she's very resourceful. Like she burns facts and then she uses that ash to create a perfect smoky eye.
So is that
Like maybe
another technician move? Is that another look? I haven't no I didn't notice anything with the eye. Is there something going on with the eye now? I gotta look at the eye. What's up with that, dude? Uh, you know what I'm saying? So that's three things. You got the Aunt Lydia, you got the softball reference. Now you got, you just like, okay. And this is just something I was just came to because people were talking about it. So it's like, let me take a look. And I just after taking a second look, I'm sorry.
she's born with it. Maybe it's lies.
She's born with it. Maybe it's lies. So
lies.
she had to move on after that.
And I'm never really sure what to call Sara Huckabee-Sanders.
Maybe not.
Is it Sarah Sanders? Is it Sara Huckabee-Sanders? Is it cousin Huckabee? Is it Auntie Huckabee-Sanders? Like, what's Uncle Tom but for white women who disappoint other white women? Oh, I know, Aunt Coulter. We've got our
Okay, so 1450, and she started at what, 12? What was it? So we're at 1450. She started at 12. Is it 1220? I think it was 1220. 14:50 to 12:20. So it's a minute and 30, 1.5.
Huckabee-Sanders. We are
Yeah.
graced with Sarah.
Okay. Spent a minute and a half. Okay. For 20 minutes. All right. Well, hey, what else did I say on this title here? What is this thing about here? Did I have anything else to say? You know, I I guess maybe it's hard to say um what's out of bounds when, because everybody's doing it on such a consistent basis that I've already tuned out to it, and I'm numb to it, I guess. Not really numb, it's just that's what I'm expecting out of these people. So if I mean, it's not really surprising. I mean, at what point is it out of bounds? Now all of a sudden it's out of bounds. Every night you seeing it on TV, every day on the news, and especially if you're an analyst of news, if you know what you're looking at while you're watching the news, it's just basically a big advertisement. It's an ad. There it is. You want to know what the news is? It's an ad. It's a big ad. Then you got the weather. You got ads in there. These big ass ads, big ass ads. Yeah, so these ads are basically doing the same thing all day, every day. So I'm just tuning out until I see the weather. Oh, the weather's on. Okay, time to tune back in. Oh, it's gonna rain today. Okay, all right, cool. Tune back out every night. Same thing. I'm assuming. I'm always, it pops up on the YouTube thing when you try to log in, right? Oh, that's what people were talking about. This is what's trending. Stephen Colbert said something funny. Seth Meyers, Yimmy Kimmel, whatever, dude. Save it. Let me log in and get my own feeds. And they still creep in there, always saying something. Oh, look what somebody said. I don't really care, man. They're dying. They're dead. Things are improving. Relationships across the world. Yeah, I mean, hey, I was skeptical of some of the things, but hey, yeah, things seem like they're working out, unless somebody tries to sabotage the whole North Korea thing, Iran, and China, and sanctions, and Russia, and all of that other business. You know, it's always somebody, but I think he's done such a great job at making them look stupid that I don't know. I don't know. I think he'll be all right. But with this whole Michelle Wolf thing, yeah, she's a word technician. Um, I like to see some of her live stuff. She's a stand up, so I'm pretty sure she's out there. I just never um I just haven't heard of her before now. So maybe I'll take a look at it, see what she did. I mean, she's probably pretty good. I don't know, but hey, I'm a Trump fan, so I didn't like her the first impression. She might say something else, but it looks like she's on the Trevor Noah thing, and of course, I'm not on there anymore. I even gave Trevor Noah before he was on that show. I even gave him a chance because he sounded like he was kind of saying some funny stuff, but then he got on the show and it was like, whoa, okay, yeah, later with all that. Anyway, yeah, yeah, y'all drawing the lines, not me. I got my standards. Hey, I do what I do. Anyway, it's D Train. D Train's bunk. So yeah. On the other hand, therefore, nevertheless, word and peace.